Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is Binky here today and we are starting a new series. Yes, so this one is actually it's been around for a while, one that I was interested in, and somebody actually requested it. I don't know if this person's a regular subscriber, so they may have already bounced. I hope they found what they're looking for, but I told them I'd be doing it in summer. So there you go. It's Vietnam. And they actually had 3 discovery sets. I think Vietnam was the first, and I think, or Japan, and then China was recently added. Yes. So, yes, that's what it looks like. So I have Vietnam. That's the one that I have had, and I stepped on it. I just want to point that out. I stepped on it by accident. Nothing broke. Nothing broke, thank goodness. But yeah, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cents in this. So a lot shorter series. I probably will get the other ones if I enjoy these, and we can go through those as well. But yeah, so this one is Enchanting Vietnam, and usually I'll have something fun, a cultural note or something when I go through perfumes. That I don't know why I do it. It's because I love languages, I love cultures, I love traveling, so I just want to relish in it all. It's a beautiful world. Go explore it if you can. So yes, Vietnam I have never been to. It has been on my list forever, and I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. Yeah, because Vietnam's on the list, along with the Faroe Islands and Greenland. I know, I have a huge list, but those are the ones I've been really like, come on. I know. Anyway, so yes, let's try the first fragrance out. So the first one we are going to start out with is Monsoon tea, which excites me. I love tea scents. I love tea. I don't drink tea all the time, but I love those. I love matcha. I love or green tea, or I love like Earl Grey's. I love those strong teas. I really love them, and I love dessert teas. So Earl Grey is just my jam. I just love. So Enchanting Vietnam is a love letter to Vietnam. Each of the 9 fragrances is a personal and contemporary interpretation of the elements found in Vietnamese rich heritage. Yes, please. Yes, please. So, I want to go so badly. I know. I do. One day, hopefully. So this one is Monsoon tea, captures the tranquil moment of savoring green tea after a rainstorm. Brewing Vietnamese green tea is a unique process which begins with selecting young tea leaves, followed by swift boil to create a drink that is light, bright, and refreshing. As the rain subsides, every spray of Monsoon tea is a sip of optimism, clarity, and renewal. I love green tea. I love matcha. Give it to me all the time. I love it so much. And I know a lot of people, a lot of my friends are like, it's not sweet. And I'm like, yes, exactly. It's just, I love it. So the notes are going to be green tea, bergamot, petitgrain, lily of the valley, and musk. So very few ingredients, which is interesting coming off of, like, well, Zoologist was last year, but the big one this year was Born to Stand Out, which had, some of them didn't, but a lot of them had a lot of notes and strong ones. So this one is gentler, which is perfect for summer. Perfect. So the main accords are tea and citrus. They're all unisex. And the projection is moderate. So they tell you this so you won't be disappointed. Longevity, 3 to 5 hours on skin, varies by weather and skin type. They're warning you. They're not here saying this is gonna last all day. This is gonna whoop your hiney and everyone else's around you. So I appreciate that because nobody's surprised. So I actually think that is very smart. Okay, I do. I think that's really smart because I think people get disappointed. So there you go. Let's try this. Don't really smell anything, being that these are lighter in presentation. That doesn't like surprise me, but we're gonna do actually 2 here. Ooh, oh goodness. Okay, and then we'll put 2 on the shirt. lovely. Coming off Born to Stand Out, which tends to make bold choices for good or for bad. This one's very different, which is perfect for summer. Like, I think this is why I waited. I'm like, I'm doing this one in June, is because of how light and beautiful it is. And that's immediately what I'm struck by. It's very, and I tend to talk about what I spoke about before sometimes, because I just came off Born to Stand Out, which was heavy. A lot of them were strong winter fall scents. They're very bold. This is the opposite. So it's kind of nice to be sitting in something that's very delicate. It's like, oh, and I'm getting that. Immediately, it was this burst of citrus, and it's very light and refreshing, and I'm almost getting this scent of freshly cut grass. More than matcha, it's like this beautiful cut grass, and oh, it's beautiful. Ooh, so you get that crispness of the bergamot mixed with this beautiful greenery and crispness. It's just so crisp and green, fresh cut grass almost, like, though I know it's matcha, it doesn't have that heaviness of the matcha yet. And it could be that because it's the lighter green leaves. Like matcha, you can kind of tell with matcha, you can get it cheaper, and I've gotten it cheaper, and it looks like the wrong color. It's like a brown yellow. I went, that's not, you can tell it's not the best quality leaves. And I'm like, well, it'll suffice, you know, that's not matcha. This is very much a light, beautiful, good quality matcha. Oh, this is good. This is just so light and crisp. It kind of reminds me, this sounds strange, if you've been to, I like I said, I love traveling, and I love going to like Japanese gardens, and I love Japanese gardens. It's kind of reminiscent of that, even though I know this is Vietnamese. It reminds me of walking through one of those gardens with the light wind, and it's not a hot, humid day. It's just perfectly warm, and the breeze is blowing, and you're getting the beautiful greenery and light flowers, though I'm not getting a strong floral. There it is. Yep, you get that beautiful light floral. It's the lily of the valley, but I can't really tell. I just know there's a floral scent, and it's just mixing with the floral and the greens as the wind sways off the water a little bit. That's what this reminds me of, is a very peaceful Japanese garden where it's not overcrowded. It's the beginning of the day or towards the end of the day when they're closing and everybody's gone. And you're like, good. I like people, but sometimes, because I live in a major city, if you can't tell, I need that tranquility. Like, please give me that tranquility. And this is giving that to me. This is beautiful. Let's try it on the wrist. That bergamot and green. It's almost like stems being broken like that. So it's that scent of stems and the beautiful bergamot. And I'm not always a huge, like, bergamot, I can, I can, give it, take it or leave it. It's like, okay. Sometimes I feel it's like, to a scent, it's like, this is done beautifully. All the notes are like this. Sometimes, like with Born to Stand Out, it was like, here's this note, and here's these light notes, and a brick of those heavy notes for destroying those little ones, and they're like, argh. This one is just blended like this. I'm big into that today. They just blend together and meld into this harmonious little happy sphere. That's what's happening with this. This is smile. This is a happy smile here. And so it's this beautiful bergamot. Actually, my chemistry is picking up the bergamot way more than I'm getting when I move around on the clothing and things. And then also with this underneath me. Definitely getting more of that bergamot and fresh cut greens. But let's try it on the shirt. Okay. On the shirt, I'm getting that greenery, but I'm getting more lily of the valley. So that's what's happening, is it's that greenery with lily of the valley with a little bit of bergamot. The bergamot is mostly coming from my chemistry, but here the lily of the valley is just like, woo, with the green and a little bit of the bergamot. Oh, that's lovely. Let's try it here. Mostly bergamot. bergamot with that greenery and something. It's the bergamot. It's a little bit sharper here. A little bit sharper. On my chemistry, it's more contained, and on my shirt, it's more contained. On here, it's kind of like a little bit sharper than I like. But that sharpness mixed with the lily of the valley is just delectable. Let me tell you. This is fantastic. It is very light. I'm going to be honest with you. They weren't kidding. This is moderate. So if you really want to make it to shine, this kind of reminds me of Aloria to a degree, where they were very light scents. You need to add 6 to 8 good sprays to really kind of give it a poof. You know, nothing you want to punch people out. We never want to do that, but it's more the fragrance doing this, okay? Yeah, show that form. And so it's kind of like that. I would use more than 4 sprays. I'd probably use 6 to 8. No, I'm not trying to blast anyone out, but I think that it would really help it a little bit more. But even still, it's right around here. So it's around this bubble, and it's a beautiful bubble. Oh, this is so good. This is so freaking good. So yes, so I don't know how much this is going to evolve. There aren't a lot of notes in this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in an hour. I still hopefully will have the smile on my face because I am loving this, and we'll see where it goes. Okay, it has been an hour, and this one is really light. So they're not kidding. It's beautiful. It's very clean. I like that, but that being said, it is exceptionally light. That doesn't mean when I don't move that I can't smell it. They're saying 3 to 5 hours is what the lasting is. And that appears to be true. It's been about an hour and a half, to be fair. I can definitely smell it. And what I like about it is that it's very fresh. It's very clean. We love that. It's not something that I think would disturb anyone. Like if you were at work or on the subway, I think it's just one of those perfect kind of scents that's like, oh, you smell good and clean and fresh. And we all love that. But let's try it here on the wrist. Okay. What's interesting for me is that what I'm getting is more of not matcha as much as I am just getting greenery, which matcha is green. But matcha has a very specific scent to me, and I'm not quite getting that. I'm getting more of just greenery. So it's like this beautiful, like I said, green stem with bergamot is still there, but the musk is starting to come through. But that, it's me, and if you know my channel, you know musk. It loves me. So definitely starting to get that musk coming through, and you know, it's really it's lovely actually. And I don't normally like musk because my body loves it so much, but what I will say is that it's done really nicely here. Yeah, it's actually, so what I'm getting is this bergamot greenery and a little bit of musk peeping out, which is really interesting actually, because normally musk will overtake a fragrance for me, but it actually fits beautifully, which is rare. My body just is ridiculous with it, but this is working really well. But let's try it on the clothing. Okay, it's the same thing. So chemistry always plays a part in everything, but with this, it's very like green. Again, that green stem smell with lily of the valley and a little bit of the bergamot. So it's very much staying to what the notes said. It's, you know, it's not a surprise, which is actually kind of nice, because sometimes, I mean, chemistry will always play into it, but sometimes you're like, wait, what happened? That happened a lot with Born Stand Out. With this, it's like, here you go. Here's your breakfast. It's what you expected. And there you go. But let's try it here. That's beautiful here. You know what's interesting? These, like I said, I say this all the time, they're useless. I really do feel that way. Just because it blends well here doesn't mean it works with your chemistry or clothing that way. Because even with clothing, I think it does help, and that's why I do all three. But it's still kind of against your warmth and your own essence. So I think sometimes it's still going to alter it. This is a blank slate. And so I don't always think it's fair. Sometimes. That's why I'm kind of like, with these. This is beautiful. This is Lily of the Valley. Lily of the Valley. The greenery is not as strong, a little bit. Yeah, it smells more tea-like here. So it's more like lily of the valley with the stems and like a little bit of that tea and the bergamot underneath simmering with the musk. Oh, it's beautiful any way that you slice it. You know, that's very different. They're all slightly different, but stay in the same kind of wheelhouse. It's just for me, lily of the valley isn't picking up, but it is here and there. So has to do a lot with, of course, I keep saying your chemistry. So, you know, but it's very light. It's very unassuming. You know, it's not going to get you too many stares going, hey. So that's always a good thing, especially if you like lighter scents. This isn't something that's going to make people go, you know, or go, dude, take it down a notch. You know, it's going to be very much, oh, that's pleasant. So yeah, what we're going to do is check back in then in three and a half hours and see where this goes. Okay, it has been 5 hours, and yeah, so this one's very light. Very, very light. But again, it promised 3 to 5 hours of time. Now, some people may not love that because, I mean, it's $160, I think, per bottle. And that's pretty light. So some people may be going, to that. It doesn't bug me so much. I've dealt with that with other lines. And I just spray more, like 6 to 8 sprays, but you're going to go through it quicker. So again, some people may go, is it worth it? But they advertise it as being very moderate, and I appreciate the honesty. So there you go. But let's try it on the wrist. Okay, so for me, it's mostly musk right now. Musk with a little bit of greenery, which is not my favorite. That's because of my chemistry. So just know that that's very common for me. If there's a musk note, eventually it's going to come out and overtake the whole fragrance. So unless it's done really well, I'm not saying this isn't done well, but done in a very specific way, it's going to go against my body and my chemistry. And that's what's happening here. It's just kind of overwhelmed it. It's still really beautiful, but it's just musk and a little bit of greenery. It's, you know, not my favorite, but it's not the fragrance's fault. It's genetics. Let's try it here on the shirt. It's very beautiful on the shirt. It actually doesn't change much from 1 hour onward. It pretty much stays the same. On my body it did, but that's chemistry. So it remains that lily of the valley with greenery and a little bit of bergamot, but it is exceptionally light, exceptionally light. So it's definitely still there, but it's more of a skin scent, maybe a little bit here. So you're gonna have to respray it. There you go. But let's try it here. Oh wow, this is completely different. It's almost soapy here. You get that lily of the valley, but it's almost like a soap lily of the valley. Huh. A soapy lily of the valley with greenery. Very interesting. So this one does morph a little bit, but it stays in that very much clean green citrus family with possibly a little bit of floral depending on what your body pulls out. But it's very interesting. It's very different from all three. Yeah, I didn't expect it to change that much, but here we are. So there you go. But it smells really nice. This is a very, how do I say it? I don't want to say it's inoffensive. I mean, who says that? But it kind of is. It's just, it's very safe. It's a beautiful scent. It's a beautiful green scent, citrusy and fresh, and just makes you feel clean and good, especially for this time of year. It's just, it's. I think it's going to make anyone smile. That being said, I don't know if you're big into green scents and they're your favorite, or those citrusy green scents. This may not be the most groundbreaking scent in that way, but if you don't have any and you're looking for one, you may want to look at this one. If you don't like really bold scents and you don't like statement pieces, you like something that's very easy to wear and not going to raise eyebrows, this would definitely be for you, especially if you prefer a lighter hand when it comes to fragrances. So, you know, it says that. This is very fresh. It's very light. It's very beautiful. I actually really like it. The only thing I don't like is what my chemistry did to it, because it's my chemistry. So there you go. But yeah, so if we ever going to break this apart, I think this would really shine in spring and in summer. I think it's just perfect for that, and it's just going to get you through those days when it's really hot, possibly humid, and it's just going to make you go, well, it's not, at least something smells good. And it's me. I think this would be really good for that. I think that as far as male or masculine, feminine, we wear what we want. These are touted as unisex, and I would agree this one is very much unisex. Even with the floral, if it comes out on you, I think that greenery and bergamot puts it very much in the middle. These are for everyone anyway, but if you want it to be broken down, I'd say boop, right in the middle. So there you go. So if I were going to give this one a score, I know this one is tough, because if I didn't have my musk issue, it's frustrating. It's not the fragrance's fault, but I feel like I like what it smells like on the clothing a lot. I love that lily of the valley with the green and the bergamot. I think it's so beautiful. I think the issue is that the musk comes through very strong on me, not on the clothing, not on the paper. It's a me issue. So that always kind of knocks it down a bit, and it's kind of not fair to the fragrance. That being said, I don't think that this is the most, I didn't really get tea from this. I got more greenery, fresh green stems. I'm doing that again. So I was looking for tea scent, and I didn't quite get it. I got greenery, and that's okay too. It's really beautiful. But I don't know if it's something groundbreaking. I don't know if I'd go, wow, I'm not going to be able to find this anywhere, because I think you would be able to find this in a lot of houses. So it's not something that's going to make me stay up at night thinking about it. And I do think about fragrances, not at night, but I do, and go, gosh, that's pretty special. This one's beautiful, but is it like, wow? I don't know. It depends on what you like, but it's not groundbreaking. That being said, I would definitely give this one a 7 out of 10. I would, even with the issue with my chemistry, because I think it's unfair to dock too much off of this, given it doesn't read that way on my clothing. So this isn't something I would wear on myself. If I were going to wear it again, I would wear it on my clothing to avoid that musk, because I want to avoid that musk. It's too much. I like it in small doses, but my body doesn't do small doses. But I still think it's a really pretty scent, even with that musk issue. That's a me issue. So yeah, nice way to start. A really fresh, clean start. And I'm curious to see what the rest of these do. So with that, have a fabulous day, my friends. Bye.